and welcome back. Today we're going to make 15-minute soup. It's in your cookbook. So some of the ingredients that we have for our soup today, we have spinach, we have onions, yellow squash, green zucchini, mixed vegetables, we have Great Northern beans, and we have diced tomatoes. Those are going to be the main ingredients of our vegetable soup. You can change this up in any way you want. And today we have vegetable stock, so this is going to be a vegan variety. But you can also use chicken stock or beef stock. And besides using beans, you can use lentils or even peas if you wanted to. For our carbohydrates, we have some macaroni. That's going to be part of our 15-minute soup. So don't feel that you have to have the exact ingredients. You can use some other ones as well, especially if you have them in your pantry and you want to try something different. So we're going to start out our recipe. We're using our pan. Being 15 minutes, it goes very quickly. So you're going to put all the ingredients in together. So we'll start with our 14 ounces, which is a cup and a third of the base, which I said was a vegetable stock. And then we're going to put our beans. That is 1 can of beans, 1 cup of mixed vegetables, one 14-ounce can of chopped tomatoes. In this case, I have the chopped tomatoes that also have some green chilies for a little bit extra flavor. And we're going to bring this to a boil. While we're waiting for that to come to a boil, we're going to talk about why vegetable soup is so important to your diet. Besides adding a lot of fiber, it also has vitamins and minerals that are going to keep you healthy and increase and improve your immune system. That's why soups are very popular during winter months of the year. But soup can be had any time of the year. And there are some soups that are cold soups, especially gabacha and cantaloupe soup that people make, or even cold squash soups. So we have all our vegetables in our pot, and it's coming to a rolling boil. So we want to get all of the flavors melded together. Remember, this particular recipe that I made is a vegan variety of it. But you can also use other types of stock, chicken, even seafood or beef stock. And instead of using noodles, you can use brown rice. In this case, I have brown or whole grain elbow noodles. And now that we have a rolling boil, we're going to put the spinach in. And we don't want to put the spinach in too early because it will disappear very quickly into the recipe and cook down too much. So we just want it to be slightly cooked. And then we're going to also put in our 1/2 cup of noodles. So we didn't cook the noodles ahead of time because they're going to cook in the recipe itself. So the major part of the time for the 15-minute soup is in fact the 7 to 8 minutes for the noodles to cook. So they're going to sit on here and boil and come together and meld all the flavors. To kick it up a notch, we're going to also put in a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And you notice as I'm talking, you haven't seen me touch anything with salt because salt is not necessary to it. The vegetable stock was sodium free, and sodium is not necessary in the different types of stocks for longevity and shelf life because of the way that they're packaged. So don't feel that you have to buy full sodium stock. And the same thing if you're using canned beans, you can reduce the sodium. You can buy no sodium, low sodium, or you can take and rinse off the beans before you use them, and that will reduce your sodium level in that for at least 50%. And so now we have it boiling, and so our parts are going to come together and make a really fantastic vegetable soup. And finally, at the end of it, we're going to portion it out. And this particular recipe makes 4 servings, 4 cups each, and it'll be a very satisfying, very quick soup that you can make at home and have for dinner. If you were to add some meat, so you were doing a chicken stock and you added chicken to it, you could have a complete meal in one bowl. And then also you could portion it out so that you have additional. So if you don't have a lot of people in your family, or you're single, or there are just 2 of you, you can portion it out. You can refrigerate it for 7 days, use it up. Or you can portion it out and you can freeze it and take it out later and just reheat it in the microwave or reheat it on the stovetop. And you have another satisfying meal later on in time. So thank you. Thank you for your time. This again was the 15-minute soup. And this is Stacey Stangel with Central State University Extension. Thank you.